Hi, Jolie Gabrielle here. Thank you so much for joining me for day 17 of my consistency challenge with myself. And during the last session, which was yesterday, day 16, I talked about the thymus that came up in the meditation. So today I want to talk a little bit more about the thymus. I did a little bit of research. We look into it because when we meditate, we are meditating as our bodies, as we are physically, emotionally, and mentally. What we're looking to do, or what I'm looking to do, is really integrate them and align them together where my behavior, my actions, my decisions, my choices support me, mind, body, and spirit. So my mind knows exactly, especially the prefrontal cortex, knows exactly what to do. The higher self is in control. The ego takes the directions from the higher self. And then I drop into my heart, I feel, and I follow the messages of my intuition, my higher self. And that is how we are able to stay healthy, right? But if we don't even know the pieces and the parts of our spiritual architecture, how our brain works, how our heart works, how our bodies work, it's very difficult for us to transform. That's why I'm here. So I'm taking myself through this because a lot of what I do is helping others. But when it comes sometimes to helping myself, I'm always on the back burner. But you have to walk it like you talk it. So in order to do that, I have to do my research, and I've got to sit down and I've got to do my own personal work so that I open myself up more and more each day to be a channel of light and blessing to affect change, not only in my life, in my environment, but in the world around me, because that's my purpose and that's why I'm here. So let's talk about the thymus gland, which is located right here, which is between the throat chakra and the chest and the heart chakra. So it's a small gland in the upper chest between the lungs and behind the breastbone. You know, I have my notes. So it's part of the lymphatic and the endocrine system. Now, Louise Hay calls it the master gland of the immune system. So it produces the white blood cells that are called T cells, and it helps the immune system to fight off infection and dis-ease. So let's think about that word, dis-ease. So when they talk about it's like out of ease, right? So when we think about the thymus gland, it is good to work on it on a spiritual level so we get back into grace and ease. We bring our bodies back into balance. But let's move on with that. So the one thing it does do is it produces most of the T cells before birth. Then it produces the rest of them during childhood. And by the time a person reaches puberty, they have all the T cells they need for life. Now, with the way that our world is going, with everything being stepped on and contaminated so much, we may need to buck up our immune system, and we may need to work with our thymus, work to reprogram some of that, at least on a spiritual, emotional level. Let our body know that the possibilities are endless, right? Let's go back to the principles of why I'm here, which is that you focus on something, it changes it. Now, this is based on, Max Planck and his experiments in the observation of light, right? We observe light, it changes. And so people believe that if you focus in on something enough, you put the positive energy in it, it changes. So who's to say that the thymus, based on these scientific principles of quantum physics, mechanics, it should work in this way? We know everything is frequency and vibration. So we know our thymus is a frequency and vibration, and the atoms and the cells that make it up are a part of the energy that gets observed. So we should be able to change it, right? Okay, so let's move on. So what is it exactly? It is made up of a network of tissues, vessels, and organs. These are all things that are malleable, right? They're soft. They can be moved, shaped, changed. You can be opened up, things taken out, things fixed. So how about we try to do that on a spiritual and emotional level And then when our doctor gets to us, maybe there's some type of progress with the transmutation of that negative energy and that healing of that disease. Maybe things can actually be transmuted. All right. So the organs that it kind of, I guess, guides and works with are your tonsils, your spleen, and your appendix. Now, we know the tonsils and the appendix are two things that oftentimes get taken out of our bodies if we're not careful. We may have issues in those places, right? But these things we may need, but then we start taking them out of our body because there's a malfunctioning happening maybe. So maybe we'll dig a little deeper, but we know that these organs in the body, the tonsil, the spleen, and the appendix, especially the spleen, will work with that. So it also deals with immunity and the immune system. So it produces and releases several hormones, and one of them is called thymopoietin. And it fuels the production of T cells and tells the pituitary gland, we're back in the brain now, right, to release hormones. So the brain, the throat, the heart, all of these, appendix, it's the left side, right? All of this stuff, the thymus is in charge of. And basically its job is done when you're like 15, 16 years old. So are we giving it the attention that it needs and requires to continue releasing those T cells that replicate, that remember that flu that you got? And so once it appears again, automatically attacks it, gets it out of there, is one of the reasons why we may not be as healthy optimally as we'd like to be, is because this thymus gland is not working to its fullest potential. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, now we know that it's associated with the heart chakra mostly. It is the integration of the heart and the throat, but the heart chakra, it's a powerful tool of transformation. So it also words heal or they kill. They can do both, especially when people are out here doing, casting spells and using NLP and doing things that are manipulative, hypnotizing people with their words. It's powerful. But once we love ourselves and we have those principles, those divine laws of the universe running within ourselves, it gets very hard for us to go for the okey doke. So let's really get acquainted with ourselves and the way our cells work within our bodies, so that when somebody comes to us with some BS, our cells go zing, 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 no, 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 or they go yes, 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 right? But oftentimes we're not connected and present enough to recognize what's being said to us through our cells. So let's move on. Some beliefs, especially in ancient wisdom, believes that the thymus is the seat of the human soul, and it's really where our true identity and the core of who we are lies, okay? So it is a very important gland to work with. So opening of the thymus, it infuses our life with love, forgiveness, and compassion. So today what we're gonna do is we're just gonna open it up, work to do a meditation that opens it up, and just sometimes we need to let things be what they are and just have our thymus be restored and remember what it does, remember who it is and how it operates within our body. Its function on a spiritual level is to transform darkness into light or negative energy into positive energy. So isn't it interesting how along this journey, you see how when I'm flowing with the energy of the universe, things are starting to come on top of each other, meaning we talked about the thymus, we're talking about compassion, forgiveness, and love. On this consistency journey is really about self-love, and boom, here we are. The spirit has us landing at the thymus gland. So the frequency of the thymus, if I talk about binaural beats and listening to healing music, the hertz is 350. And this hertz is helping you bridge your emotions and your words. So that's really what the thymus can help us do. And so before we begin the meditation, let's look at what Louise Hay has to say about this master gland of the immune system. She says when this is a problem for us. You have diabetes, hypertension, there's a specific disease that deals with this, even ulcerative colitis, things that are going on with the thyroid and the hormones. The thymus is something to work with and sit with, because what you're feeling is attacked by life. That's what Louise Hay would say. You're feeling very much so attacked by life. And you believe that they are out to get me. So that's the core belief. They are out to get me. I'm being attacked by life. So when we work in the prefrontal cortex, we want to place in those cells the positive affirmation of, my loving thoughts keep my immune system strong. Okay? My loving thoughts keep my immune system strong. Also, I am safe inside and out. So my body knows how to support me, especially those of us that have autoimmunity. You have to just really love on your body and let it know, hey, we are healthy inside and out. We are healthy. So that's also what we want to program the prefrontal cortex and those cells to send throughout our body, as well as this one is very powerful. It really spoke to me, which is I hear myself with love. Okay? So really starting to listen to yourself, your intuition, from a place of love and acceptance. Okay? So now, let's put our feet flat on the floor, our palms face up on our thighs, and let us begin to breathe with the rhythm of our bodies. We're going to ground our energy with a grounding cord that is 6 inches in diameter between our sit bones, connected to our first chakra. As this grounding cord moves through the lithosphere, the crust of Mother Earth, traveling at the speed of love as it moves through the asthenosphere, roots itself into the core of Mother Earth. And this grounding cord, make it of a natural earth element. You're going to pull your aura in to be 1.5 feet around you, our higher self above us at a comfortable distance above our crown. And I snap in my astral body, feet and feet, knees and knees, hips and hips, hands and hands, elbows and elbows, shoulders and shoulders, head and head, and it fits inside of me like a hand fits inside of a glove. I open my feet and I'm running 15% earth energy of a color that resonates with me, pooling in the bottoms of my feet, traveling up the side channels of my leg as I simultaneously open up my crown, and the ether knows what to do as that 85% cosmic gold cascades down through my higher self, down into my crown, filling up those folds, those synapses, neurons, getting in that prefrontal cortex. Okay, here we go. All of the cells in my body in the prefrontal cortex here. And if we must get into that DNA sequence, it is commanded that the cells of my body have the affirmation in them. I hear myself with love. Okay, and I see that. I go into the chromosome. I get into the DNA. I get into the nucleus, in there. And I put the energy, the creator, put the energy of I hear myself with love inside myself. This is the new program. This is your new, syllabus. This is what we doing. It's what we learning. Okay? And the other one was, I hear myself with love. I'm gonna have to break out my book. This is too important not to say it right. And then, okay, I am safe inside and out. We're also gonna do these as programs. So I'm gonna do a theta program, positive teaching healing, negative teaching healing, trauma teaching healing, Lori Lampson's soul medicine protocol for I hear myself with love. I hear myself. I divinely hear myself with divine love. All divine in that gold sun. Thank you, it is done, and so it is. Any trauma, we got that. Okay, the next one is I am safe inside and out. Positive teaching healing, negative teaching healing, trauma teaching healing. I'm safe inside and out, golden sun above my head. I'm safe inside and out. My chakras are being clean. My aura layers are being clean as that Essence sprouts out my feet, hands, and crown chakra, golden sun above my head, calling all my energy out while I clean out my brow into those roses outside my aura. Now, the next one is my loving thoughts keep my immune system strong. So this is all prefrontal cortex business here. Positive teaching healing, negative teaching healing, trauma teaching healing. My loving thoughts keep my immune system strong. My divine loving thoughts keep my divine immune system divinely strong in the highest and best way with grace and ease. All right, now my cells have this new programming, that golden sun that's above my head mixed in with all of that in my own energy. We're going to pop it in that gold light coming down through the higher self, down into my crown, woo, as it moves down and mixes in with that earth energy and that 85% cosmic gold, moving out into my aura layer. Any of those pictures that's connected to me failing to look out for myself, failing to heal myself, failing to recognize these invaders in my life that are only bringing pestilence and disease. Now, outside, you stay out there. Now, whatever comes in makes me safe inside my home and outside my home, inside my body and outside my body. Okay. Removing and resolving any of the energy that no longer serves me. As I clean up my chakras, I'm going to put 8 golden suns above my head, bring them down, grounding cord as those golden rose-shaped scrubbing bubbles fall away, bringing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, extending and expanding those golden suns out into my body, releasing down the grounding cord, any disease and illness, anything I'm ready to let go of and release. As that energy moves into my aura layer, I put 7 more golden suns above my head, bring those down into my aura layer, moving out anything I'm ready to let go of, anything I'm ready to release, any low vibration frequency, anybody else's energy, as I sit inside of my beautiful golden aura with the red flecks of fire and love and compassion and forgiveness, as I open my heart chakra now and I light up my toroidal field. And as I do that, the Creator saying, give those roses a push that were outside your aura. You put that spiritual detritus in, blow them up, positive creative life force energy, golden sun. You're going to bring all that energy back down again. Never enough golden suns. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Clean out the center of the head. Clean out that thymus. Clean out that heart. Clean out that throat. Make sure your words are filled with upliftment, honor, truth. You know, be an inspiration, a channel of light and blessings. Open up that heart and feel. Let go of any of the energy that creates diabetes or hypertension or ulcerative colitis, and move in love, compassion, forgiveness. Move that out into the aura. I see a beautiful green color. My toroidal field has lit up, and now that pyramid with the capstone is above, and boom, we clock in, lock in to Mother Earth's ley lines as that white light from the heavens comes beaming down through Mother Earth, through the pyramid and the capstone, through my toroidal field, through my higher self, through my aura layer, down through my crown, down my spine, through my grounding cord, and into Mother Earth. And we're lit up like these beautiful Christmas trees, and our thymus knows what to do, bringing in love, letting go of any disease, any illness, anything that no longer serves us, cleaning us out, and allowing for our immune system and our endocrine system to move with optimal health and a high vibrating energy. Take a deep breath in, exhale, close my feet, hands, and crown chakras. Let the energy settle. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.